Our story today is about a man who tasted the fruits of success in his early 40s. He studied political science but his heart spoke the language of arts and craftsmanship. He built his empire within a decade. And today, his fashion house continues to carry the seeds of his legacy through time. Welcome to Luxe Insider with me, your host Anita Khatri. It's a new week and another new episode. Another new tale from the luxury world. From Christian Dior. In 1946, a time when the world was emerging from the shadows of war, in the heart of the bustling Parisian streets, a tale of fashion began to unfold. It was a tale woven from the threads of innovation, passion, and a relentless pursuit of craft. The Maison was about to paint the world with a new shade of glamour. It was all the brainchild of a young visionary. With his debut collection in 1947, he shattered the darkness of the post-war monotony. The house emerged like a phoenix with wings spread majestically to redefine fashion like the world never imagined. Known by the name New Look, his collection was an exhilarating spell of sophistication and all things feminine. Structured silhouettes, cinched waist, billowing skirts, and opulent garments, this collection showcased the end of World War II. But how did all of this come to happen? It was at the age of 14 when the young boy Christian heard what his life had in store for him. In the year 1919, dressed like a gypsy with a basket tied with ribbons around his neck, he sold Lucky Charms at a bazaar near his home, which was organized to raise funds for the soldiers. And as the sun began its descent, the crowd started thinning out. The young boy saw himself drawn towards a fortune teller's booth, where destiny awaited to unfold its secrets. Just as the fortune teller offered to read his palm, his hand extended and curiosity rose. You will suffer poverty, but women are lucky for you, and through them you will achieve success. You will make a great deal of money and you will have to travel widely, she said. Christian Dior's life was one with unexpected turns. Abundance to poverty and back to richness, the man saw it all. However, amidst the rubble and the chaos, Dior dared to dream. Born in 1905 on the coast of Normandy, he was the son of a highly successful fertilizer manufacturer. The family lived an extremely comfortable life. At least for some time, young Christian, captivated by the world of art, longed to create beauty through creativity. But his father saw a different path for the young man. He envisioned his son to be a diplomat, a world far from art and design. Although it did not interest him, 1925 he enrolled to do a major in political science at the prestigious École des Sciences Politiques. As years passed by, at the age of 23, Dior finally followed his calling. His heart ablaze with passion, he opened a small art gallery and his true self was free. Christian's father, though supportive of his son's pursuits, did not want the family name to be associated with the gallery. Christian accepted and followed his passion. But even during these times, challenges emerged and life took an unfortunate turn. The death of his mother and brother was followed by storms of financial hardships that rolled over his father, and Christian had to shut down his gallery. However, channeling his grief, he turned his gaze towards fashion. After that, he worked under Robert Piguet and then Lucien Lelong. Around the same time, Dior's younger sister, Khatri, was captured and imprisoned at the Ravensbrück concentration camp. Mind you, we are now talking about the time of World War II, when the majority of France was captured by Adolf Hitler-led Germany. It was at this time when Dior crossed paths with the readings of a fortune teller once more. Madame Delahaye, a fortune teller who supported him faithfully, spoke words of hope. She predicted the return of his beloved sister, and there she was liberated in 1945, and Dior's faith grew stronger. It was the very same fortune teller who helped him take the decision that not only changed the course of his life, but also the world of fashion. And then Dior was born. The tale was not solely spun by the whims of destiny and fortune, but it was determination and relentless hard work that composed the success of Dior. Perseverance, ambition, passion, and his unwavering conviction led to the success of the brand Christian Dior, a name that echoes through time. He has left an indelible mark that continues to captivate hearts. As you stroll through the history of fashion, you'll find Dior's iconic designs that adorn generations of trendsetters, and his name's whispered everywhere in haute couture. The vision of his artistry till today ripples through the fabric of fashion. He's the man who reminds us that a true genius knows no bounds. His thread has continued to weave its magic. His approach towards business was revolutionary for his times in the fashion world. He set up a publicity machine that became a template for all who followed. He opened stores in New York and London. He wrote personal program notes for the press and was amongst the first to really understand the commercial value of the American market. In fact, unlike others, he took couture across the globe to places as far afield as Cape Town and Caracas, gathering on the way clients of the caliber of Eva Peron. Well, fortune and luck always followed the couturier Christian Dior. He was at the right place at the right time. The adversities, the toiling, and finally the fruits of success, all of it come together. Today, owned by Bernard Arnault's LVMH group, the complete takeover has catapulted and cemented the Maison's position in the luxury fashion world, becoming the fastest growing and most profitable businesses. Interestingly, Arnault's association to Dior goes a long way to his pre-teen years. It was a memory of a fragrance, the Lily Diorsimo, that reminded him of his mother. It reminded him of all the times they spent together, where she detailed her fascination with all things Dior. All stored in young Arnault's subconscious mind. Years later, in the 1980s, when the French textile company Boussac announced bankruptcy, Arnault was determined. Lobbying hard with French government authorities, he finally bought Busek for a symbolic 1 franc. Busek owned the jewel he eyed Christian Dior. That was the legacy Dior built. It was the vision he set. It was on those shoulders that the current owners of the fashion house continue to build the brand. That is all from me on this week's episode of Luxe Insider with Anita Khatri. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and YouTube channel to know more about some very interesting facts about the brands. I'll be back with another interesting tale from the world of luxury. See you next week.